Hey guys, today's video is going to be a challenge video. I don't know if I've ever done a challenge. I've done a few tag videos alright, but never a challenge. So on my Facebook page, I just put up a little post asking for requests for tags and challenge videos that would be easy for me to record and upload and edit because I have got so many videos to do and so little time to do it. So I just wanted easy videos to do, and I got so many like awesome requests. So this one came in from Bruna Barbosa. I really hope I pronounced your name right. So thank you so much, excellent suggestion, and it is the left-handed makeup challenge. If you don't know what that means, basically I have to put my makeup on with my left hand and I am right-handed, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge. So if you want to see how it works out, then keep watching. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is use some primer, and today I'm using Benefit's Porefessional. Here we go. Left hand. Next, I'm going to do foundation, and today I'm using the Revlon ColorStay. I've gotten the new one, the one with the pump on the top, which is so much handier. And this is actually the formulation for normal to dry skin rather than for combination to oily skin. I saw a review from Jodie K76, or Guru Beauty, who's an Australian YouTuber here on YouTube. She does really excellent reviews, so if you're looking for product reviews, you should go check out her channel. I'll link her in the description box. But she has really oily skin, and she said she actually preferred the normal to dry formulation, so I thought I'd try it and see what it's like. Not feeling as confident with this. My real techniques. Stippling brush? No, contour brush. I feel like the left side of my face is going to come out better than the right side of my face. This is so awkward. I'm just putting a little bit extra on in areas that I'm still a bit red. I'm pretty happy with that. That took me about twice as long as it normally would, but it's pretty well blended. Next, I'm going to put on some concealer. I'm using my Studio Finish concealer. This time I'm using it in NC15. That Revlon ColorStay foundation is quite light, so I kind of need the NC15 to work on top of it. And a Sigma E40 brush. I'm just going to dab that on blemishes. My skin was really good for a couple of weeks there, but then that special time of the month rolled around and Mother Nature went and had a crap all over my face. I'm gonna put it under my eyes as well, and I'm kind of scared about putting stuff up near my eyes. Oh my god, my left arm is really sore. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna put a little bit of that onto my brow bones. Just take my finger again. Gonna set that with powder, my Mineralize Skinfinish in light. My MAC 138 brush. For contour slash bronzer, I'm going to use Benefit's Hoola. I'm going to stick with the same 138 brush, a bigger brush than I usually use. Just, I think it will be a bit more forgiving if I make a mistake or if I put too much product on. For my blush, today I'm going to use Cubic by MAC and a MAC 116 brush. Oh. I'm just going to take the big brush I used for the bronzer just to kind of blend the bronzer and the blush together. You know what? So far, guys, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. I think the eyes are going to be the challenge though. And for my cheek highlight, I'm going to use another MAC Mineralize Skinfinish. This is in the colour Porcelain Pink. I'm going to move on to my brows now, and today I'm using my Essence Brow Pencil in the colour Blonde. I'm just going to brush the hairs up first. Not feeling so confident about this. Uh-oh, this brow is not so easy. I have never concentrated so hard in a tutorial before. Oh my god. I thought this would be like a funny, entertaining video, but I'm concentrating so much, I can't even joke. Alright, now I'm taking a bit of the Benefit Gimme Brow Gel. I'm going to comb that through. Oh, I think this might even up the brows because my right brow is a bit darker than my left brow. And just before that dries, I'm taking a MAC 252 brush with a little bit of my Studio Finish concealer on it. It's going to go over the top edge and a little bit under here because I have been a bit messy. Now I'm going to prime my eyes, and I'm using one of the MAC paints in the colour Untitled. I'll just use my middle finger. For the eyeshadow, I'm going to use a new palette that I own because I want to try out the colours. It is by a company called Eye of Horace, and they're an Australian brand of makeup. They're like a small independent brand. And this is the palette. So you've got like a kind of a peachy gold. This is kind of similar to Expensive Pink by MAC, but maybe not as shimmery. Then you've got like a maroony, kind of purpley colour. That's kind of like Nocturnal by MAC, and then a frosty kind of white that's like Nylon, just in case you're looking for dupes. So I'm going to start off with the peachy colour, and on my 217 put that kind of just in the middle section of my eye. That's really nice pigment. And blend it up a little bit. You know, I'm going to blend this colour. I'm going to use this colour as like my gradient. So I'm going to blend that just above my socket onto the brow bone. Like so. Next I'm going to take the really light kind of frosty pale colour here. I'm just sticking with the 217. I'm going to use that as my highlighty inner corner kind of colour. Oh, that's really nice. And just kind of blend that into the peachy colour. I'll also put that around my tear duct underneath. Just going to take whatever's left on the brush with that highlight colour and use it right underneath my eyebrow on the brow bone. So I'm going to take that middle purple tone. I think the key to this actually with using your left hand is not to take the brush off your face. Just kind of keep moving it around. That colour actually looks a little bit more on the brown side than the purple side when it goes on. It's kind of, yeah, it's probably not like Nocturnal, it's probably more like Smut by MAC. Oh, oh, I almost said a bad word there. Oh, sugar. I'm just switching to a MAC 226 brush to do my lower lash line. You can see the brush is a little bit more tapered, so it'll be easier to control where I have less space underneath. Like I don't want it to go on as heavy. It's just using the tip of the brush. You could use a pencil brush to do this too. It's going to connect it with the top. I think I'm going to be pulling the most ridiculous faces in this video. I just have a feeling when I look back, when I'm editing, I'll be like, oh my god. I've just never had so much fear that I'm going to poke my eye out. And now I'm just taking the concealer brush I used earlier. I put a teeny bit more concealer on it, and I'm just going to kind of blend into that eyeshadow to blend it up a little bit. I think I've brought it down a bit too far underneath the lash line. And also that'll soften it a bit more. For my eyeliner today, I'm using Maybelline's gel liner, and this is in the Eggplant colour, so I think it will work nicely with the colours on the eyes. And I'm just using the brush that you get with it. Oh god. Can't really see the end of this eyeliner anyway because it's such a similar colour to the eyeshadow, the darker eyeshadow, so I think I'm just gonna have it kind of fade into the eyeshadow here. I'll just put a teeny bit on the lash line underneath the eye as well for extra bit of definition. I can't even reach around. Alright, I'm going to put mascara on now, and I was originally going to use the Benefit They're Real mascara because it's new and I wanted to use it, but look at how spiky, and it's got like that little medieval torture device on the top, so I'm not going to use that because I probably will injure myself with that. I'm going to stick with my Clump Crusher. Ouch! Ah, it was going so well. A good tip, if you get mascara like that blobbed under there, just let it dry before you try and wipe it away, because otherwise it's just gonna smudge. So I'm just gonna have to leave it there for a few minutes. I know it's gonna be really annoying for you to look at, but it's just much easier. It kind of flakes away when it's dry. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this mascara. And the best thing to do is kind of get under your lashes and then spin the cotton tip. Oh, I've just rubbed all the makeup off of my nose. This was all going so well. Alright, lips now, and I feel like this is beginning to take on kind of a nice natural fall or autumn look, so I'm going to do a berry colour on my lips, and I'm going to use one of the Inglot Freedom System lipsticks in the colour 85, so it's a bit of a purpley kind of berry colour. So I'm going to do this kind of like a stain. I don't want it to be very strong. And also, it's a bit easier. Just gonna put on some gloss. This is one of the Bobbi Brown glosses in the colour Sailor 1. And that is the finished look. I am absolutely shocked at how well this has turned out. I did not expect that I'd be able to do this at all, like especially like eyeliner, and even I think I did a pretty good job getting the shape of my lips and everything. That is really, really surprising. Well, at least I know that if I ever injure my right hand, I'll be okay to do my makeup, so that's kind of comforting. It's funny actually, I kind of feel like everybody should try this because I feel like I've learned stuff about my face from doing this. I think that because I kind of do my makeup mindlessly a lot of the time, and my right hand just kind of does its own thing, and it already like knows the shape of my face and my eyes, and it just kind of goes without really me thinking about it. Whereas when I had to use my left hand, I really had to look at my face and really had to be very kind of careful, and every move was very considered. So I actually feel like I've learned a little bit about the shape of my face from doing that. So if you think I did a good job, you can give me a thumbs up, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, you should subscribe because I make videos every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday, and they're always really awesome. So I'm going to tag a few people to do this makeup challenge. I'm going to tag some of my fellow Australian beauty gurus. So Chloe Morello, Ruby Galani, Amy Sass and Butterfly Lillian. Don't forget to connect with my Facebook page. If there's a request for a video you'd like, that's kind of the best place to tell me about it, because I check there really regularly and it's just easier for me. So the link to my Facebook page will be in the description box, as will all of my other social media links and my blog, and all of the products that I use today will be listed down there as well. So I really hope you liked it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Bye!